Hi, welcome to Brew Chat with Andy's Man Club. So what we're going to do now is quickly run through a dummy session of how a group works on a Monday night. We do get asked a lot, like what happens on a Monday night, and it can be quite difficult to explain. It's easier to show our phones. So we do have rules. I'm not going to go through the rules. The rules we have are just to make sure that people don't fall out within the group or say something we're not supposed to. You know the rules, innit? Yeah. So try not to. So the first question is, usually we pass a football around as well. We haven't got one. But how's your week been?
My week's been alright, to be fair. I've been a bit ill the past few days, but it's nothing major. I'm not that ill. You gave it to me.
I said, don't come to me, you're also ill.
The week's not been too bad. Work's been going well. Just general quite a good week, to be fair, mate.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. How about you, Arthur?
I don't really know. It's kind of gone really quickly. Just kind of happened. Quite a few of the weeks through these days are just happening. Nothing really eventful, I don't think. I had my work due on Saturday, which is weird. Walking to work on a Saturday. Don't like Saturdays. Didn't like that. Free bar, free food. Nicked a couple of things. It was free. It's not really nicking, is it? No, it was nice to just chilled afterwards, watch a film. And then obviously during the week, got a message about doing a podcast. And I was like, cool. Let's see what that's all about, shall we?
Joe Rogan next, isn't it?
Yeah. Bring them on.
I've been dying of flu all week. It's been lovely, really nice. My girls went back to school on Wednesday. Thursday, my youngest, so it was her first day at primary school. In on a Wednesday. Thursday, we had to ring in sick. So
one day first week then.
Yeah, one day in school, and she's always one of those kids that's always off. Back in on Friday though, and it was her 5th birthday as well, and I love my daughter. I genuinely do. But wow, she was a pain in the ass. It's 2 daughters. My 8-year-old has got heart of gold. My 5-year-old has got heart of gold, but my temper really has my temper. She was hard work. But to be fair, with her birthday as well, we were just going to go down to the park. Nice, easy one. Being that young, you haven't got that many friends. We were going down the park on Saturday, and then we realised there's weather warnings. Yeah. So quickly, Saturday morning, what do we do? We managed to hire out a town hall near us. Managed to just grab a load of board games from home, chuck them in there, some balloons. It looked like we put a lot of thought into it and not we'd done it in 10 minutes. So it turned out alright. It was alright.
Nice.
Yeah. So, our second question, as is on a Monday night, one positive from your week.
Do you know what?
I was under pressure then, I thought...
think about that, a little bit too much there.
Do you know what? I was just thinking then, what is it? But do you know what? Having been ill this weekend, it actually gave me the chance to sit down and relax and do a bit of cooking. Like I said, I enjoy the cooking and sit down and play the Xbox. I have not done that properly in months. I spent probably majority of the day, Saturday, on the Xbox. But I cooked a chilli beforehand, ready for the evening. Oh, it was hot.
Nice.
Well, I said it was hot. The other half said it wasn't. I've got a palate of a white girl.
I was going to say, you're getting weak now.
I could not tolerate spice. It was it was good though. It was a nice day.
That's good.
Oh, sweet.
Sounds a bit like salt and pepper pushed the boat out for you there. Positive for the week. To be fair, it's just kind of been a good week, I think, actually. Like I said earlier, nothing eventful, which kind of is a good week these days, I think. The work day on Saturday was fun. It was a little bit daunting, going there after only been there for like a month, getting invited to go to the work day. I'm like, I don't really know anyone. And then working the evening shift. By the time I get to work, everyone else is either already gone or B, just getting ready to go. So I was just kind of sat there not really knowing anyone, but a couple of the people from the work, night shift turned up. It was just a pretty good laugh, actually. We just kind of sat there taking the mick out of everyone else.
Nice.
And then obviously today, doing this, just something out as well, just a bit new. I think it's a little bit out of all of our comfort zones, and it's a little bit of fun actually, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to echo that actually. My positive, definitely being here doing this. When the message come out about doing a podcast, I did not expect to come in and see a studio like this. I didn't. So, yeah, it's a bit surreal to be fair, isn't it?
Definitely.
I don't think we've messed up too much. We'll hear back afterwards, innit?
I do like the fact that it was how quick me, yourself and Arthur went, yeah, we're in. Within seconds, we were like, yeah, that's it, we're in.
But to be fair, I didn't think it was like an actual real thing that was going to happen. I thought it was kind of just like a joke. And I was just like, yeah, I literally said to the missus, I'll throw my hat in the ring. Why not? This could be a laugh. And then Steve messaged me back and was like, yeah, cool, if you want to come down, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, wait, this is actually happening? What?
Yeah. In my head, Steve was going to turn up with a little tape player or something, a little plug-in microphone here. You know, that's how I visioned it.
Like the street interview.
Yeah.
So.
Do you know, within Steve messaging in the chat saying about the podcast, within 2 minutes I went into the office and went, yeah, I need that time off. I was like, I don't care what's happening, I'm having that time off.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when you're married now. I had to wait for my wife to come home to get permission.
I just saw.
Yeah, I'm that bad at planning stuff. I'm like, I don't think I'm doing anything Monday, but don't quote me.
Oh, we have to have a joint calendar now.
Oh.
So, because I am so bad at going, yeah, I'll do that, and forgetting about it. And then, or she'll book something in and I'll forget.
To be fair, I just kind of leave it up to her. I just go, I want to do this. Like the second carnival you guys did.
Yeah.
I was signed myself up for it on the Monday. I went back. I was like, oh, I signed up for something on Saturday. She's like, no, you haven't. We're going out. I was like, oh yeah, we are, aren't we? Like, sorry guys.
See, I call Mum my living secretary. She hates it. But it's true though. It's true though. My life does not operate without her telling me what I'm doing. Right. So question 3. When we do this on a Monday night, it can get quite intense sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes we fly around the group and everyone's just had the best week in the world. What I would say is, on a Monday, when we ask this question, what is said in the group stays within the group. What I'm going to say now is, this is not staying within the group. So when I ask you, say what you're comfortable in saying, and remember that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, is there anything that you want to get off your chest?
Do you know what? I have had a pretty good week. Apart from, you guys are going to laugh at this. I was driving yesterday. Someone did not say thank you. When I let them pass and they did not say thank you, and that really, really pissed me off. I don't know why. It's just a little thing. It's courtesy, isn't it?
Yeah.
This hasn't grated him at all. He come and pick me up and the first thing he says, I let someone through and then he say bloody thank you.
It's just one of those little things. It really annoys me. I don't know why. It just does. And then we lean out the window going, thank you. But
that's not how you described it to me earlier, but you cleaned it up, I know.
Yeah, I've cleaned it up a little bit. I've cleaned it up a little bit, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, it really annoys me. But
yeah, I do get that. It is annoying.
Well, yeah, you've taken time out of your day.
Yeah.
At least they could do it at all.
I mean, technically, yes, it's there right away. But
it's not important.
Yes.
I don't know. Like I said, I just kind of keep saying the same thing. It's just been a really kind of alright week. It's just kind of come and gone. To be fair, I quite often get a little bit stumped to this question on a Monday night.
Yeah.
I think about it all week, and it gets to a Monday, and just everything in my brain just goes, whoop.
Yeah.
Just the sieve activates, it all just disappears. And I sit there trying to think about what was it I was going to say.
Yeah.
And I always forget and just come up with some random thing.
Yeah.
But it's just, I've got nothing.
I am very similar on that. I can think about it right the way round, so I can watch the ball going round. It's like, right, I know what I'm going to say, and it'll get to the person before me, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. And then you get the ball and you end up saying something completely different. You pass the ball and you go, oh, I know what I was going to say now.
Yeah.
Like, it's just how it works, I think. But no, I think it's just, nothing's really grated my cheese this week.
Grated my cheese.
Grated my cheese, yeah.
That could have been a name for the podcast, couldn't it?
Grated my cheese.
Yeah.
No. Was it on Family Guy? What do they call it?
Grind My Gears?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to echo what you two said. I haven't really got a lot. Obviously, without going into details, the last few weeks have been quite difficult for me. There's been stuff going on family-wise. That seems to have settled down a little bit. Apart from being ill, I've had a really, really good week, to be fair. The annoying bit is usually, especially having 2 kids at home, one of them will bring home something. Then the next one will have it. Then the missus will have it. I will fight it off until they're better. This is how it seems to work. So I'm rushing around doing this, that and the other. And then once they're all better, then it hits me, and then I'm ill, and then I get bug all sympathy from the wife. This time, I actually brought it home. I'm still rushing around doing this, that, and everything for everyone else because they got it right away. But they got over it in 2 days, and I'm still feeling like crap. And how much sympathy do I get this time? Bugger all again. So.
That's what you get for bringing it home.
Yeah, but it's them usually. But yeah, I got to take a bit of blame this time, I suppose, isn't it?
Question is, are we doing a 4 and 5?
So we can look.
Because obviously on a Monday night, normally we have the first 3 questions, and then there's a little bit of a break, normally 10-15 minutes. People refill their drink, go outside, have a little chat, stretch the legs, get some fresh air. And then we come back in and we have 2 more light-hearted questions. So people kind of just leave the evening on a bit more on a lighter note. You're not sat dwelling on anything that may have been brought up by yourself or someone else in question 3, if it gets a bit deeper. Question 4 or 5 is just a little bit funny.
So
you just leave with even just a half a smile on your face going, what the hell was that?
See, that is a good thing with question 4 or 5. I mean, you said about question 3, it can be deep, it really can. But so can, how's your week been? If you've had a week from hell, you're not going to be positive talking about that. One thing, even the second question, one positive from your week, we always try and say that. You don't have to answer, you don't have to say anything. But that's the one question we try, like, that's an important one, even if it's I'm still here. Or I got out of bed this morning. So all those 3 questions, they can on certain evenings be quite hard. The last 2 questions are what they are.
It's a good way to put it.
They're stupid, but they're intentionally. Some of them are quite thought-provoking, to be fair. But they're there so that you're not, like you said, you're not dwelling on, I've had a crap week. The only positive I've got is I got out of bed this morning and I've had this, that and the other to go off your chest. You're not going to go on thinking about that. You're going to be thinking, what the hell was that question?
I mean, what was it last week about bees' testicles exploding?
That
was it for everyone. Like, that was just it.
So,
because we've had a few evenings where...
I'll tell you what, because that was a great answer. So what was the question roughly? It was, what is the most interesting fact that you know? Or something like that. So go on, Arthur. Give us your answer from last week.
Last week it was just about a male's bee's testicles exploding after sex. It was just... I don't even know why it was in my brain.
I don't know, but it got a right laugh out of it, didn't it?
It was about pigs.
Pigs and ducks.
Oh,
it was about
they got a
the genitals of
corkscrew shape.
Yeah, so to stop them
See,
unwillingly having...
We have some real intellectual conversations on the Monday night, clearly.
That was a bonkers week, I think.
Then again, you looked at the guys when they left that group that week. Bloody hell, they were laughing. They came out smiling, laughing, and happy.
And that's the point. That is the point. Yeah, we've had guys who they're there on the first night. You can tell wherever they've just been, whether they've walked there from the house or they've parked up in the car park, wherever they've just come from, they've been bawling their eyes out. You can see it. Yeah. They can't talk. You're trying to have a conversation with them. You can hear how anxious they are. And then they apologise and say, I'm probably not going to say much. And like, you don't have to talk. Sit there, see how the group runs. And a lot of the time, they're the ones taking the piss the most by the end of the night.
Oh, God, yeah.
They completely come out of the shower and having a laugh with everyone. That's kind of what the group does, isn't it? It's talking about the serious stuff, but bloody hell, have a laugh as well, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Well, I think that's the beauty of it, because it's say as much or as little as you want, is how I say it to people outside. And some people do, they just come in they sit for the first 2 weeks or so,
Yeah.
and they don't really speak. They just kind of go, yeah, it was alright.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Yeah, it was a good week. But they get to question 4 and 5, and that's when they interact.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. It's easier to interact with a funny question than a
Yeah.
deeper question. And then they come back the next week, and then they answer one of the first 3 questions a little bit more than they did the week before, and then they interact properly with 4 and 5, and it goes like that until before you know it, they're just speaking in the group as if they've been there for 2 years. They just.
But I mean, especially at the start. But I mean, you're gonna have weeks where you don't want to go to Andy's Man Club.
Yeah.
You don't, because you are having such a shit week, and you go and you're like,
Yeah.
why did I not want to go? I needed that. But going for the first time, or the first couple of times especially, that is when it is the hardest. Isn't it?
100%.
And I'm hoping he listens to this. Greg, he's one of our facilitators. The first night he turned up, I know he won't mind me saying this. We were just walking in at the rugby club, and I'd seen him hiding behind his van having a fag, and I knew he wanted to come in, and he was hiding. Should I go in? Should I not? And I went and collared him. I don't know him. I've never met him before. Had a good chat with him for 5 minutes. He takes a piss more than anyone now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't stop him.
No, and he's one of our facilitators now, helping us.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, he didn't even want to go in for the first night. I basically had to hold his hand in there, because we know how it works, but we also know it's bloody hard doing it for the first night. And now he's there calling people this and having a laugh with that, and I'm like...
But then again, he's the first one to bring people in as well.
Yeah, because
he's
he gets
straight
it.
on it.
Yeah, he gets it.
Yeah,
He's
he
straight
gets
on
it.
Anyone has any sort of a wobble, he's the first one on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's noticed it before I think I do.
Yeah.
I just see him walking around, and I'm like, where's he go? Oh, what?
Yeah.
Like,
Your hair's in your way, you need that.
yeah.
That's what it is.
So,
I suppose you have that problem too.
like it's the preview, it's like a brotherhood.
Yeah.
It's like Arthur said, it's like a family.
Yeah,
So we're all there to look out for each other.
yeah.
No matter what, you can just, like, I had it a couple of weeks ago. I turned up, you instantly knew something was wrong just by looking at me.
Yeah. You get to know each other, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
It's also like family, 'cause you just can't escape.
Yeah.
You walk around through town, you see people, you're like, oh, I didn't want to see anyone I knew today.
Mm.
And then you see like 5 people in one day, you're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, why am I seeing so many people? It's like it's like you said, just at the right moments. You just see people and you're like,
Yeah.
that's why. Because I needed to see people I knew.
Yeah.
And just have a laugh.
So I remember one day I was walking through town, through Newton Abbot with Mum. It was every couple of minutes I was stopped by someone I knew, and it was from group.
Yeah.
And she was like, bloody hell, how many people do you know? It's like, yeah, so I said, it's brilliant, it's fantastic. But then some days you're like, oh, I just don't want to bump into anyone.
I remember I was in the shop with my dad in Tesco in Newton. I don't even know why we were there. We'd done something, and we were just walking around, and we just stood in this. Oh, I just feel someone just kick the back of my knee in, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Aiden?
And it was Aiden.
Yeah.
He was in Tesco with his mum, and he was just walking around. He just saw me, literally like sprinted down the aisle just to kick the back of my knee in. And go, "Hey, fucker!" And I'm like, you could have just said hello.
Yeah.
There was a fun in that, though.
But yeah, it's no fun. It's just, to be fair, if I see Aiden outside of the group, it's normally in Tesco.
Yeah.
And he normally tries to kick the back of my knee in.
Joe, talking about outside the group as well, one thing that is brilliant about this place is if you see someone outside the group, you're like, you come on for the first time, no one's going to then come up to you in the middle of the street and say, oh, hello, you were at Andy's Man Club on Monday, and out them in front of everyone if they're not comfortable telling.
Yeah.
All you'll get is, oh, mate, how you
Yeah,
doing?
it's a subtle nod.
And that's
just
it,
a
yeah.
little nod.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just, and that kind of, we do tell people when they come along, but it's not something we have to reinforce.
No.
You know, guys just now, they might want a bit of privacy, but a little nod, a little hello.
Yeah.
And I don't know, group just works well.
Yeah,
It does
unless
very
you're
well.
Greg sat in Costa trying to scare the hell out of me. No, you just can't stop it. But no, yeah, you just see him in public and it's just immediately known whether you're going to go up to each other and say hi or whatever, or
Yeah.
if it's just a, I see you.
I suppose when you've been in the room and shared some very intimate details with people about their lives, you kind of know them.
Mm.
You know you're gonna pick up on how they're feeling. If they look at you like don't want to talk, you kind of pick up on that.
Yeah.
So just a little nod.
Yeah.
You know, with that being said, I think we need to get a shift on because we're going to have to start setting up for the creep in a bit.
Yeah, what time is it?
It's coming up to about 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta get ready.
Right. I suppose if you are listening, come to Andy's Man Club. It's awesome. That's serious. It's you will find it eye opening and
100%.
Yeah.
and you'll learn some stuff about exploding bees' testicles.
I think
Yeah.
we could sit here and speak for hours.
Yeah.
You're never gonna know what it's like or know how you feel in it
No.
until you're sat there
Yeah.
watching that ball go round, going either I don't want it to come to me, or actually I can't wait for it to get to me. I want to be able to speak.
100%.
You just never know how you're gonna feel in the situation.
One good thing as well, although everyone's the same every week is different.
Yeah.
Every week is different.
And walking through that door for the first time, do you know what? If you feel like you're going to struggle, one of the guys is there to help you. 100%. Someone will be there to walk through the door with you. Whether that's to hold your hand, whatever you need, someone will be there to walk you through that door.
Yeah. We'll see you. We'll grab you.
Yeah.
I think we all got taken.
It's okay to talk, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It is.
See you soon.